knock on Greg's head, apparently. Here's what we know. At the very moment, the Cowboys have won the NFC East, which means every division in the NFC has been accounted for. The Pats have won the AFC East. It's the only division in the AFC that has been won. The Eagles are still alive for the wild card. The Redskins, the Panthers, and the Dolphins all officially eliminated today, Michael.
Well, that's what we know at this hour. This is who we know we're going to be talking to momentarily. Sal Paolantonio, a crazy finish to the Eagles and the Texans. Jeff Darlington with the Cowboys and the Buccaneers as Dallas secures that playoff berth. And Dan Graziano with the Colts and the Giants as Indy keeps on trucking. With that, we say hello and welcome to the Sunday edition of SportsCenter. Zuba Mahinti, Jeff Saturday. I am Michael Eads. Merry Christmas to everyone out there celebrating. Plenty to come over the next several hours here, but we're going to start with the defending champion Eagles trying to maintain a pursuit of another playoff appearance.
Trying, the operative word there. This is one of the more thrilling games of the NFL regular season with Doug Peterson and company, with Nick Foles ready to go. Why was it so
stuff in their end to make that kind of play? Huge win for the Eagles.
Man, 32-30. Foles, 400 yards, 4 TDs. The last Eagles quarterback to do that? Foles in 2013. There's just something about this kid. I mentioned history for Ertz. 113 receptions, single-season record for a tight end, breaking the mark of R. Jason Witten. And after the game, the record breaker caught up with Sal Paolantonio.
Jack, congratulations on a big win for this football team.
Thank you.
In the end, what was the difference when you guys drove down for the game-winning field goal?
I mean, we just stayed together all day. I mean, that's a really talented defense. I mean, those front four guys are dominant. There's no other way to put it. And we just seem to always make it interesting. I mean, that's been the way the season has gone. But, I mean, the thing about this team is that we're going to always fight to the end. We're always going to stay together. I mean, I love each and every guy in that locker room, and it really is a special bond.
Nick Foles goes down, gets a helmet right in the ribs, and then comes back out onto the field and leads you guys on the game winner.
I mean, that is so Nick Foles. I mean, he's always going to battle to the end. To come out there and get smacked over and over like he did and just always bounce up, always keep fighting. I mean, that is Philly. I mean, that is a Philly football team right there, and I think that's why everyone loves playing here.
St. Nick, it's Christmas.
Exactly.
Congratulations.
Yep, Merry Christmas to all.
All right. Back to you guys.
Sal, thank you so much. So here's the Eagles' path to a wild card. To, as Mike said, try to get in there and try and defend their title. They got to win at Washington next week and then get help in the form of this. The Bears have to defeat the Vikings, that's next week, or the Seahawks have to lose twice. Remember, tonight, Seattle plays Kansas City, and then next week, they have the Arizona Cardinals. So they need to take care of business and get a little bit of help from some others in the conference. Our Sal Paolantonio, you just saw him there talking with Zach Ertz. He joins us now live on SportsCenter. How about the guy that was feeding the ball to Ertz all day? Nick Foles, we saw him leave the game. What can you tell us about what happened to Foles when this thing was over?
Zubin, are you talking about St. Nick? Are you talking about Nicky Touchdown? Are you talking about Nicky Six? Who are you talking about? Which one?
All of the above. Mr. Nick Foles.
I just want to, right after the game, I want you to check this out. I had Steve Barcy, our cameraman for ESPN. I said to him, stay by the x-ray room because Nick Foles is going to go in for a post-game x-ray, and he did go in for a post-game x-ray here at Lincoln Financial Field. We were the only ones that got him shot going in there, and he stayed in there for quite a little while, and then he came out, and then he talked to reporters at the podium. Listen to this.
Oh, it was a great hit. Yeah, he got a good one on me. Trainers got out there. I was able to get my breath back. My ribs a little sore, but all in all, I feel great. Was able to, I have to go out for a play, and Nate went in, and great experience for him to go into a game. But then I was ready to roll. I feel great.
Just never ceases to surprise you, man. He keeps himself quiet, but at the same time, he knows how to, get the group of guys going, and just a really selfless player. It's just crazy. I feel like I'm on a roller coaster ride. So here we go again.
He's a guy that just wants to continue to just help the team win and dish the ball and put it in our playmakers' hands, and really not get much credit. Just let the other guys do it. Even after taking that hit and then going back in, I thought it took a lot of courage. A lot of courage and guts at that point to want to finish the game and come back in, and it's just credit to Nick.
We've heard all this all year. We're quitters. you know, we have a tough loss or a bump in the road, and some people say, you know, they've packed it in, and that's bullshit. This team the entire year has not quit. You know, we have the personality of this city, and we're not going to quit, and it just feels good to get that win today.
Let's make 3 quick points off the sound that you just heard. First of all, you just heard Chris Long explain that, you know, this team has been counted out before, but there was no jubilation in the locker room after the game. They know they have work ahead of them. They've got to beat Washington at FedEx Field next Sunday. Number 2, I asked Doug Peterson what he said to Nick Foles after Jadeveon Clowney hit him, and he said, I didn't even talk to him. I went right to Nate Sudfeld and tried to get him up to speed of what was going on in the game. We didn't know how long Nick Foles was going to be out. And then number 3, Zubin, and this is important. Nick Foles said he feels great, okay? I feel great, but I didn't have Jadeveon Clowney pile drive a helmet into me on the ground, okay? I can guarantee you the man is in some pain, and we will know the full picture of whatever injury he may have suffered tomorrow when Doug Peterson addresses the media. He looked good. He said he felt great, but tomorrow we'll get a fuller picture of what's going on.
And obviously that'll be the big story for all Eagle fans to keep an eye on as perhaps their Super Bowl march to a title defense continues. Perhaps we'll have to wait and see. So the bottom line is, on the eve of Christmas Eve, St. Nick, that's for you, Sal, delivers. But in that final drive, he hit Ertz. He was his primary target. Take us through that emphatic final moments for
I mean, you think about it. Last week it was Alshon Jeffrey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nick Jeffrey, all this. Today it was to Zach Ertz, and he continued to make plays. And I want to show you the biggest play. We're going to talk about records and break all that kind of biggest catch probably for the season for the Philadelphia Eagles. Look at it. It's fourth quarter, minute 29, 3rd and 10, and you got to make a play. You're backed up. You understand what has to happen. Now, the Texans have coverage. Tyrann Mathieu is going to be on Ertz. You're going to have man-to-man coverage right here. So the concept they're going to run is a sail concept. You're going to have a fly here. You're going to have a little sail here. And the back is going to run out into the flats. And you have to know that the linebacker right here is going to have to cover outside. So as the play unfolds, watch it go. Got some jam. And next thing you know, Ertz is wide open. Incredible play, so let me show you exactly how it happened. Matthew's going to walk down and press down on Ertz, and watch the physicality that he plays with. Right here, chucks him off. I mean, you see him, he's putting his hat on him, he's knocking him back. What that does is it puts Mathieu into the linebacker, he bumps into him. Now Ertz trips coming out of his break, and look at him. He's trying to get his wherewithal. Where am I going to go? He's still running here, but watch as the ball is thrown. He's thinking it should be on his right. He turns from that side to that side and still makes the catch, gets his feet in bounds to convert the 3rd and 10 to a first down. Again, this drive turns into the game winner, all because of that play. Again, we're going to talk about him breaking Jason Witten's record, which is all fantastic. But when it all mattered, he made that play by being physical at the point and then keeping with that athleticism to make that great catch. It was a much tougher catch than people think. To have your body spin, find the ball in the air, put your feet down. Great play by Zach Ertz. Good ball by Foles. Much better catch by Ertz.
He's that security blanket for Nick Foles, and he knew he had to go to someone he could trust in that moment, and Zach Ertz made the play. So the Eagles, again, still have a chance to make it to the playoffs, but they're not going to do it as a division champs. That's because the Cowboys have won the NFC East again.